Hey there once again, everybody. Hope everyone's doing fine. So I'm still here working on things. You know, last time I think we touched base, I was kind of taking a few hours, on each one of the major tasks that I have to do. It was working out all right, got a lot done with it. Now, it's the weekend, and I really need to get the house part, the whole shop and everything done. By about Monday afternoon or so, I want to get an inspection on Tuesday for everything, and I know there's going to be things that need to be repaired, or fixed, or touched up, whatever you want to call it. So now I'm just kind of attacking the things I need to do here. I've been kind of like, I don't know, shotgunning it, I suppose, kind of doing a little bit of everything. I will start walking, and as soon as I see something, I'll fix that, and then I'll see something else, fix that, and kind of go all over the place. But then I think things like that get missed. So I'm trying to kind of sit down and do one topic, one subject, one trade, if you will, at a time. So first of all, I finished the framing. I had to just put a couple of the nailers for the sheetrock in, and then I had to do this part up here for the overhang. So I got that whole board done over there. Yeah, there's a butterfly or something. Anyway, I had to get all that done, and I finished that this morning. That nailer was giving me a hard time. Anyway, Miss Jealousy. She doesn't like me talking to anybody else. I don't know if y'all see the pup. Jealousy. Anyway, so I finished that. I still need to frame the toilet that's out here in the shop, but I need to get more wood for that, so I'll do it later. I can do a very little bit of it now. I'll do some later. Anyway, that's the only part of the framing I have to do, and yes, there's a little electrical with it. But now I'm moving on to the plumbing, and I'm making a list as I go of the things I need to pick up when I go to the store next. So now I'm doing the plumbing, and I've kind of hit the plumbing a little bit. I got a lot of it done. I just have little bits and pieces of everything to do. Of course, I kind of work up into where I need parts, and then I make my list and I go to the store and try to get a bunch of things at once. So I think I have everything I need. I'm sure there'll be something else I need. I do need the test gauge, the pressure gauge, to run a test on everything. So anyway, I'm going to put the caps on the plumbing. I'm going to get the vents and all that the venting and all that going. I'm not sure if I'll poke a hole through the roof just yet or wait for a little bit, but I need to get that done. Today's Saturday, so I'm going to call about 2.5 days roughly. I can call on Monday for the inspection, and sometimes they come the same day, even though they say it's the next day. So it kind of depends on what they're doing. They were probably closed on Friday, so they might be backed up on Monday, but we'll see. Anyway, I just need to be done and ready either way, and then maybe they can get in and do the spray foam. He needs 2 weeks lead time on that, but again, I'm hoping everything just works out. If not, at least I'll be ready for that. So then I also need to rent a lift to get up to the ceiling and run my wiring and lights and all that. I don't have anything that's going to be tall enough to get me up there. I still am just a little bit short with my scaffolding. So anyway, here we go. So first of all, I don't really want to talk about it, but yeah, I made a boo-boo. So anyway, I had a change of plans inside of the house area of where the layout was going to be. It was a last minute change after the plumbing was in, of course. So the fridge is going to be on the opposite side of this wall. So I just need to move, this is for the sink, the kitchen sink. I just need to move it over a few studs and put it over there because it moves over a few feet. So I'll do that. First of all, I'm going to try to be a little systematic and move along the line this way. So I have everything set at, should be 18 inches off the ground right now because this is going to be my finished floor. So that's where I want the finished product to be. And then also I am putting, I'm going to have this as part of my vent system. I believe it's you can't go more than 8 feet away from the vent with any other, I don't know what the word is, any other like sink or toilet or anything like that. And my commode is at 4 feet. So we'll be okay. And then the laundry is the other vent. And then I have another vent over there in the bathroom. So my sanitary tee curves this way, this direction. So that'll go here. And then bam, that'll be my, I'll put a little stub on that. That'll be my stub out for this sink. So I want my marker back. Let me get my marker. Okay, so 18 inches, I'll just go to the top of that. So we'll be right here is my cut. Try to cut this and not my other water lines. Safety first. Good thing I'm running a pressure test on that. So when I was doing my test on this one, being part of the drain, I had these little caps on. These little caps on. And they just were not holding. So I put some duct tape on it and it worked. So anyway, just get that cleaned up a little bit. Dry fit. Now, I'm going to want that pin back just a wee little bit so it sits inside the wall. I don't really want this part coming out. 18 inches looks, well, that was actually sitting on the cord. Yeah, good enough. I like it. This is going to be more of the shop sink. In the bathroom sink that's not in the bathroom. So yeah, the door handle will probably be dirty in the bathroom. We'll have to work on that. Okay. So I had a problem. This fell off of the can. So just gotta be careful. And try to keep it a little bit clean, because this stuff stains the floor, even though it's epoxy. It's an etcher. That's acid. Oh, come on. All right. These gnats are crazy. I know I've said 1,000 times. Once you stop moving, they come after you. And well, I'm sitting, so they're bugging me. It's kind of hard when you're the cameraman and wannabe plumber. Okay. Making sure that's going the right direction. Push it down, give it a little twist, and hope you're level. What am I? That's probably too late now. Eyeballing it looks good. Yes. Looks good to me. Okay, now I'm going to run this up for a vent. Good morning once again. So yesterday I did a lot of work out here in the shop and house, whatever you want to call it. Unfortunately there was no audio, but I thought I'd go ahead and share it because I think I got the bugs worked out. I don't know what it was, a setting or something on this thing. It's weird, the sound would come in and go out though, so if it was just a setting, probably shouldn't do that. Anyway, whatever, technical stuff, I'll figure it out later. So, got a lot done. I got this board put in. I ended up having to cut every single one of those because they were all just a little bit different. So I put a brace here since it started and stopped right there, so somewhere to nail into. And then of course, I had to cut them all. And then on this last board, I had a lot of issues with the nail gun. It just didn't want to work right. I don't know what the heck was going on with it. So yesterday, my plan was the framing. Finish that first. I wanted to try to knock out each trade, if you will, one at a time. So I stopped jumping around everywhere and missing things. The only thing I have to do with the framing is the door. I did move the frame, but I still have to move the metal frame. And unfortunately, to do that, I need to take this frame down a little bit and move it. So I know I have wire in there, but it's not tied up. Whoops. It's not, the wire's not tied in anywhere, so I'll be able to go in and still pull through and get it done. So anyway, I just got to take this out, probably this whole top piece, and then unscrew it here. It has some screws back there also, and then down there on the bottom, and just move this over so it's this side is even with this. But in order to do that, I have to have the new door because that's going to leave a big gap here. And when I do that, I have to be prepared to cut the metal on the other side too. This siding metal. I have to cut that at the same time also. And then I have to do trim and everything else. This trim, this metal. So it's a lot bigger job than just simply moving something. So I got to be prepared to do all that. I don't have a door today, so I can't really do it until I get a door. So instead of stopping there, I decided to proceed with the rest. Anyway, framing is all done. Well, I need the sheathing for on top, the tongue and groove stuff, but stores are closed today, so I can't get it. So I'll get it hopefully tomorrow. Other thing I had to do was put in some nailers for the sheetrock. Now, yeah, I did take a heck of a bite away from that, but I got the plumbing done. That was the second thing to do. So I got everything roughed in. I got my vents. I got them secure. All those done. I ended up moving, so the shower nozzle is going to be here. I ended up moving. Oh, I got to move this one too. Anyway, I ended up moving everything around to put the control valve for the mixer valve for the shower right here versus right here how I had it. I just moved everything over here, and I'll have to move this too. Oh, the most important part. So I had this floor in before, and I had the box in there. I guess I could have made the box smaller, but I was able to get the extra piping cut off and got that on there level with this lower flange part is level with the concrete. So I did get some concrete yesterday on my run to the store, and I'll mix that and fill that in with concrete. So what I kind of do, I think that it was missed yesterday. I haven't seen the video yet, but it didn't seem like the audio was working. Nevertheless, what I try to do is I try to do stuff, and as I'm doing it, I make a list, and then I go to the store and try to get everything I need at once. So that's why there's some things undone, because I needed the parts for them or supplies or whatever. So anyway, of course there's sawdust everywhere here because I did more cutting. This is the other side of the bathroom. We just looked at this. This is my vent pipe and the rough in, whatever you want to call it. The laundry setup. So this is my 2-inch venting for the 2-inch. Comes over here. It hooks into the 1.5-inch for the lav, and then it comes across. And I don't know if it's illegal or not, but I heated the PVC up to fit it through all those, because when you heat the PVC up, it makes it very pliable. It's able to get it in there. It looks like, I don't know if there's dips up and down. There's definitely dips sideways. That's okay. It's the up and down part that I worry about, because even though this is just a vent, if moisture gets into it, you want it to flow all the way down and then into the sewer or septic or whatever you're on. But here's the other vent I have for the garage sink. That comes up here. I ran out of the short 90s. This is a long sweep 90. You don't need to use a long sweep 90 for venting. You have to for sewer or drain, but not for venting. I could have used a short 90, but I didn't have it, so that's okay. So I'm there. I'm gonna run that across to here, and I just realized by doing that, it's gonna make my pipe drop. That may not be good. Anyway, and then I'm gonna finish putting in some here, do a 90 going up, and then it'll poke out the top up there. So the other rough in I had to do was make this come over here. This is the kitchen drain. The problem is I originally was going to have the sink here when I did the plumbing, but since then things have kind of moved and changed around some, and I'm actually going to have the fridge here, and so I had to move the sink over. So that's why I kind of went this way with all the piping. But this is the time when you can change things. So I did get the other attachments for these because I wasn't sure, since these don't lock, these black curves 90s, they don't lock into here. So I don't know if they were gonna ding me on that on my inspection. I'm not quite sure. So I got ones that locked in there. That way it kind of secures the pipe at least. So I mean, it seems like not a lot, but that's what I got done yesterday, was all that stuff. You know, I guess worst comes to worst with this pipe, what I could do is just cut it probably down here, cut it and shorten the whole pipe itself so that that 90 rests a lot lower down, and it creates a downward this way into here versus down going that way, because then it doesn't really drop a whole lot going that way. I did, as I was drilling my holes, don't know if you can tell, but I tried to go higher and higher, so these should go a little bit lower, and then as you get further down, the holes get lower and lower and lower, just by a little bit. So I tried to create the downward slope that way. So you know, not being a professional, I don't know. The other thing is, it may have a low spot right here. I'm not 100% sure. We'll have to see, and I don't know if it's gonna ding me. It definitely does drop from there. That's the tight 90 right there that I was talking about, just a regular 90. So it drops from that point to this point. But I don't know if it drops from here to there. So this might be a water collection place. So anyway, so the plan today is then to go ahead and finish the plumbing. Look at him chasing that little bug. They do a good job of catching him. Well, as I say that, he missed it, but oh, he's not even eating it. He's just poking his nose on it. Anyway, so I want to finish the plumbing, and which is just pretty much the venting, and I also did finish. I finished this block up, except for my hose bib. I have to do my hose bib, but I needed another 90, one of these little tight 90s for here. And I hate all the connections, but they're there. And I have some different setup for this here. I was just holding it. So I think I really need to run them through here because I want to do my sheetrock next, and I can't have it like this to do sheetrock. But then I can, but the problem is the spray foam will be on this side and I won't be able to get to this. So I have to run that in. So I may have to actually cut one of these off and then run it through. So, but I got the hose bib done yesterday. Again, with some more 90s. Got that in. It's screwed in there. So, and this will all, they're going to fill all this in. I don't know if you can even see that right there. Yeah, they're going to fill all this in with spray foam. So that's pretty neat. Look at that. You can see the light coming through right there. But all that will be spray foam, and so it'll seal all this stuff up right here. All that will be all spray foam. So yeah, I just need to plan for the day, finish up the plumbing, and then do the electrical. And we'll go from there. So today, no runs to the store because everything's closed, and so I just got to use what I have to do what I can do. But if I run out of everything to do here, then that's okay. I still have the garden to finish, which when I got here a couple days ago, I went and did a lot in the garden. The biggest task right now in the garden is just removing all the vines and everything, just like I did in the fields where I got the trees. So I just got to finish, I got another hour maybe to finish clearing all that stuff out. Then I need to get some fertilizer, get some lime, put that out there, and then really that's about it. Blend that all in there. I have a my gosh, a tiller. So I'm gonna try to make some rows with that, and then plant things because I have everything to plant already. I have all the seeds, so I got to get on that. Anyway, that's gonna be it. I'll check in from here time to time, and we'll see how that goes. All right, thanks y'all. Bye.